welcome to the program. Today's question is, where do I find buyers for my business and what information should I be giving these buyers? My name's Jim Beno. I'm a seasoned business broker, also known as an M&A advisor. I want to remind you that I'm not giving you legal advice or tax advice on this video. So let's jump into today's question. Where do you find buyers and what information should be given to those buyers? So I'm going to break this up as far as finding the buyers into two sections. There is the Main Street buyers, businesses, which are usually owner-operated businesses, businesses that are probably making less than $800,000 and they're going to sell for less than $3 million. And then for the more sophisticated professional buyer type, which would include your private equity groups and family offices, we're talking lower mid-market deals. Finding buyers for those type of deals is done a little differently. And those are going to be businesses that are making at least 800,000. A lot of them will be making over $1 million a year for those professional buyer types. And that's kind of where I want to start off with. So for finding buyers on lower mid-market deals, it's a little different. You're going to do a lot of targeted buyer outreach campaigns. For instance, one of the databases that I use, I have access to over 4,000 private equity groups and family offices, and I can run certain queries based off of their desired geographic location, desired sales, desired EBITDA numbers or net income numbers, also what industries they have an interest in. And some of them might be add-ons for them that they're already in that industry and they're just looking to grow within that industry by acquisition. So targeted, what I'll do is I'll run a query on that large database and drastically narrow it down. And then we'll do an outreach campaign. And that could be, whether it be direct mail piece, could be an email or an individual email. We don't blast, copy in 50 people and send one email. It'd be individual emails. Or it could be phone calls or a combination of any of those three. So a targeted outreach program works great. Another great way to find buyers for low mid markets deals are what I call private equity group events. One of my favorites is put on by M&A Source. It's called the Deal Market. Basically, what that is speed dating for the M&A advisors to meet with the private equity groups and the family offices and your professional buyers, your large companies looking to expand. And the deal market happens twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. And the advisors have to pay a fee to attend, as well as the private equity groups and family offices are paying a fee to attend. So these are very active buyers looking for their next deal because, I mean, by the time you get hotel and travel fees, it's thousands of dollars to attend, plus the hotel and travel fee. And basically, the broker is going to be bringing in their teaser ads, and typically at Deal Market, there's usually 30 to 40 private equity groups, and there's anywhere from 200 to 300 advisors that are going to be sitting down and showing them their teaser ads. And it's about making contacts, exchanging business cards. And, you're not going to go into too much detail, just kind of get the buyers interested. And then at that point, when you go home, that's when you exchange business cards, you get the non-disclosure agreements filled out and kind of go through the process of getting them the marketing booklet and so forth. Also, there are some websites for your larger businesses. One of them is axial.net, AXIAL.net. There's a lot of larger buyer groups on that site. There's also DealStream, bizbuysell.com is a big one for, that's kind of the granddaddy of them all within the industry. The broker's CRM is also a great way. The brokers are going to have their own list of buyers and private equity groups if they're used to marketing in that space that they can contact. So that's how you find buyers for your lower mid-market deals. Now I want to touch base on your Main Street deals. Once again, these are deals that are probably going to sell for less than 3 million or probably making less than 800,000. You're probably not going to do as much direct marketing targeted buyer campaigns with Main Street. You're going to rely heavily on a lot of the different websites. The websites we use are bizbuysell.com, businessesforsale.com, bizquest.com, businessbroker.net, Dealstream, businessmart.com, and there's other ones out there as well. And then also, if you're working with a local broker, he's going to have a list of local buyers that are actively looking for businesses, and he may have buyers in mind before you even go to market, that he wants to send a marketing booklet to, and he may even have NDAs on those buyers as well too. So that's gives you a summary of where to find the buyers. Now let's talk about what information is given to the buyers, and it's given at different stages. So in the beginning, you're going to have a blind teaser ad that's basically going to have general information about the business. It may geographically, it might be a county, or it might be a state, might just say Midwest. There'll be annual sales figures and annual net income and or cash flow numbers. If it's a Main Street business, they go what's called seller's discretionary earnings or cash flow. That's basically your adjusted EBITDA number plus a one owner's salary. And there might be one or two sentences. They'll talk about the industry it's in. There might be one or two sentences about, why this is a great opportunity for somebody. And that's really all that's shared on the teaser ad. When buyers raise their hand, say, I want more information, they need to fill out a non-disclosure agreement or NDA that has to be signed and dated before you can start sharing the business name and address and the information. At that point, once they fill out the NDA, then they're going to get what's called the Confidential Information Memorandum, or CIM, also known as Confidential Business Summary, also as a confidential marketing booklet. We'll call it the marketing booklet. When they get the marketing booklet, they're going to have a whole lot more questions, and they're probably, some buyers are going to ask, they're all over the map as far as what they want to know. And the sellers are going to have to answer those questions if they want that buyer to continue to move forward. At some point, hopefully you'll get a letter of intent or an LOI, or you might get multiple offers. That's always exciting. When you get multiple offers, you can call for best and final offer. At that point, I like to use a data room, secure data room to transfer, because when you get under due diligence and you're under contract, the buyers are going to want to know a lot more confidential information that, as a seller, is probably not willing to share until they have an accepted offer. And normally at that point, too, the seller's attorney is going to request a second NDA completed by the buyer. If you're working with a broker, the first NDA that the buyer signs is between the buyers and the broker's company. So when you get into due diligence, a lot of times the seller's attorney want a direct NDA between the buyer and the seller and the seller's company. And like I said, there's going to be a lot more confidential information shared. And usually the secured data room is the best way to share that information. So that kind of gives you a summary of where to find the buyers and what information is shared at what point. Hopefully you found that helpful. Thanks for listening. If you found this content helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have other educational videos on how to buy and how to sell a business. Once again, I do not give legal advice. I do not give tax advice. When buying or selling a business, you should always consult with a local attorney. To contact me directly, you can reach me at Jim Beno at businessbrokerexpertsinc.com. That's JIMBENO at businessbrokerexpertsinc.com. I appreciate you staying to the end. I have a couple free bonuses for you. Just click on the link below and fill out a quick question. And I've got 2 free reports I want to send you. Thanks again.